Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about how I start my cut. How I go about losing weight. Goal for the video is for anyone watching to kind of take what they're seeing here and apply it to themselves, or even just take bits and pieces that they know will work for them and apply that. Kind of gonna break it down into like 3 steps and then kind of give you guys some tips. So for step 1, what you want to do is write down your big picture goal. If your big picture goal is to lose 100 pounds, write that down, save it as your screensaver, put a sticky note in your mirror, whatever you got to do to remind yourself of that and repeat it to yourself every day. Do that, write it down. If your goal is to have abs, write that down. My goal last year was to have abs. It was just to be lean and have abs in time for my wedding. And yeah, I believe that you should definitely repeat it to yourself every day. Some people say, hey, write down your little goals and be more realistic, because then you'll be able to build up to your big goals. I believe that it's the big goals that do keep us motivated, so worry about the big goal. Also, be specific if you can, because I feel like, as you know, normal humans, sometimes we attract negative things to ourselves, and I think we do this because we're so specific about what we don't want. So I just had like a flashback. So I'll use myself for an example. Right after my wedding last year, the holidays were going to come up shortly, and I was so lean, and I was like, dang, like during the holidays I usually kind of bulk or gain some weight, and I didn't want to do that. I was like, no, let me hold on to this a little longer. It was like my mantra that I was like not gonna lose control, I was not gonna overeat, I was not gonna gain weight, and that became like so much what I worried about that I like attracted that, and I lost control. I lost control and I gained weight, but at the end of the day, like I said, I was too specific about what I didn't want, and I actually like attracted that to myself when I should have been specific about what I did want. So my goal right now is not it is not weight related. I never have any like scale related goals, because I've found through my fitness journey that the scale does not accurately represent my hard work. And when I do lose a lot of body fat, the scale doesn't really move, but my body does change drastically. So the scale doesn't really represent my hard work. A lot of you guys may have this problem. A lot of you may not. If the scale works for you, please use it, you know, keep track of it. Number 2, so macros. For me, I believe that macros are the #1 way to really know exactly what you're putting in your body. Macros, if you're not aware, are just macronutrients, and it's your carbs, your proteins, and your fat. Your body needs a healthy, nice balance of all 3 to operate properly, and you can use a macro calculator to get a good baseline of what your macros should be. And I'll put in the description box one of my favorites, which is like the Katie Hearn macro calculator. I don't know if that focused, but I'm doing 206 grams of carbs, 160 grams of protein, and 48 grams of fat. So yeah, it just asks you to put in like your stats, and you put that in and it gives you a good baseline. Once again, it's just like a place to start. So if it's not working for you, you do want to tweak the numbers, like lower your carbs, increase your protein. But that's a good place to start. I know some people stay in a calorie deficit for a long time. I do not recommend being in a calorie deficit for more than like 4 months at a time. Personally, I'll never be in a calorie deficit for more than 3 or 4 months at a time, because I just don't think it's very healthy for our bodies. If you're not prepping for a competition or, you know, anything like that, there's no real need to cut your carbs or be in a calorie deficit for that long. I like food too much, like, let's be real. Your body needs food, so if you cut calories for too long, your body's gonna go into starvation mode, and it's gonna end up storing everything that you're eating instead of using it to power your workouts and use it as energy. Another thing, don't be afraid of carbs. I feel like a lot of people think they have to cut out carbs or they have to decrease carbs too much. Again, if you're not in a competition, prepping for one, you don't really need to cut your carbs so much. Our bodies need carbs. Like, carbs are our main source of energy, and if you cut your carbs too much, your body is going to take the energy from your protein, and then that means that there's less protein going to your muscles, and you're trying to build your muscles. So don't cut your carbs so much. You don't have to do that, especially if you want to have this be a sustainable thing for you throughout your life. Another thing related to my macros is my cheat day. So I do one cheat day, so it's usually Friday or Saturday, where I just kind of eat whatever I want. I'm not really tracking what I'm eating. I don't really eat unhealthy very much, so for me a cheat day is pretty much Chipotle, frozen yogurt. Yeah, I don't know, it's just it's not, my cheat days are not like epic, you know, they're not super crazy. Like I don't eat fast food, I don't eat pizza. And that brings me to another point. Do not eat fast food. Like if you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to, you know, be healthy, don't eat fast food. It's not good for you. Like it's just my body, honestly, I don't even look at it as food anymore. I will not eat it. I just don't eat it. I know that is like chemicals and just bad stuff, and it's like I don't want to put that in my body, you know what I mean? So don't do it. Don't drink soda. Soda's so bad for you. It's got so much sugar. I was watching the news the other day, and they were talking about how they're seeing that soda is causing cancer. But didn't we already know this? Like, don't we know that so much sugar is linked to so many health risks and all these chemicals are bad for our bodies? Like, I thought we knew that, but guess not. Don't drink soda. Don't eat cereal. I don't eat cereal at all. No juice. Don't drink juice either. All I drink is water, and trust me, I live a very happy life. Next, for my workout split, I have 5 days. Sometimes I do 4, but usually it's 5 days, and Mondays are leg days, Tuesdays is like arms and chest, Wednesday is back and shoulders, Thursday is booty, so like a more glute and hamstring focused workout as opposed to like my Monday, which is more of a quad and calf focused. Friday will be like abs and cardio. So I may switch around the days that I do a certain muscle group, but that's what my muscle groups are split into. My cardio regimen right now, I have one day, which is usually Friday cardio and abs, where I do like 45 minutes of cardio, and then I have 2 days a week where I do 15 to 30 minutes of cardio. So sometimes it's literally 15 minutes, sometimes it's 10 minutes, sometimes it's 30 minutes. You know, I want to let you guys know that I've done both ends. So like I've done a bunch of cardio with little amount of calories, and I've done no cardio, lifting weights and eating a lot of calories, and I have found that you don't want to do a lot of cardio and restrict your calories and cut your calories, because really what just happened is I just plateaued, but my body went into starvation mode and it stored everything I was eating. But I'm not gaining weight because I'm doing all the cardio at the same time, so it just evens out, and that's a plateau. Whereas when I was doing weights and no cardio and eating a lot of food, I was getting so lean. Like that's how I got lean, and that works. Like that, I don't know what it is, but it's like it's almost like too good to be true. But yeah, you don't need a lot of cardio. You just need to lift heavy weights. Lift weights and fuel your body, and your body will repay you. All right, so now a couple tips. You guys, I don't know how many like questions I get about this. Like, I don't know, but I get so many questions about like fit teas and detox teas and cleanses and smoothie cleanses and all that stuff. Don't waste your money. Just don't. There's no substitute for good nutrition and exercise. Like those things that you see on social media, they're not necessary. Yeah, don't believe the hype. If you want to cleanse, that's great. Probably about 3 or 4 mornings out of the week, I will take a glass of water and I will warm it up, and then I'll squeeze half a lemon in it before I eat anything, and that's a great cleanse. Like that makes me feel great. So water, for me, my goal is 100 ounces of water a day. That's my goal. Sometimes I do more and I'll do my gallon, and sometimes I do less. All right guys, so I think that is it for the video. Either my next video or the one after is going to be like snacks that I eat while I'm cutting, like some great snack options. Thank you guys so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. If you want to see any more videos about my summer shred, don't forget to subscribe. And just thank you guys so much for watching, and I thank you guys so much for the support, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye guys.